515 Global Energy presenta
Hey guys, Bob Cummins here, CEO Webinar.
CEO Webinar. Cambia la tua vita con 515.
Ciao a tutti, CEO Webinar time.
Ciao a tutti, benvenuti al webinar del CEO.
Man, you guys, last week I showed how we went down through Easter
La scorsa settimana vi ho fatto vedere come siamo passati attraverso la Pasqua,
and then you bounce back
siamo andati giù e poi siamo ritornati un po' su
and then bink, you killed it this week.
e questa settimana siete andati alla grande, molto più in su.
Woo-hoo-hoo. I'm so happy, guys.
Benissimo, sono molto contento.
So listen, we had over 15 associates that got 2 more sparks.
Abbiamo avuto 15 associati che hanno ottenuto 2 nuovi Spark,
We got 8 that got 3 new sparks.
8 associati hanno ottenuto 8 nuovi Spark,
So we had 3 associates who got 4 sparks.
abbiamo avuto 3 associati che hanno ottenuto 4 Spark,
And then we had Francesco, Antonio,
Lavarini,
6 new sparks.
6 nuovi Spark,
The same as Giuseppe,
Cosentino,
6 new sparks.
anche lui 6 nuovi Spark.
So look, this is the number of recruiters. Look at how nicely that bounced back here.
Guardate il numero di reclutatori, come è rimbalzato in su la statistica.
Now we get it back up here.
E dobbiamo tornare lassù.
Yeah, and then we had number of associates signed.
Ecco il numero di associati iscritti.
Need to get it back up here.
Dobbiamo tornare anche lassù.
Check this out. Look at the new watts, guys.
Guardate i nuovi VAT, ragazzi.
This is everything for us. It's really mission critical that we get this back up in this range.
Questa statistica è davvero tutto ed è importante tornare su quella fascia lì in alto.
On the watt 15s, we got some black ink.
Anche per i VAT 15 abbiamo ottenuto inchiostro nero.
Now that we have all these new watts,
Con questi nuovi VAT che avete appena visto,
we can get working it back up here.
dobbiamo tornare lassù in cima.
Watt 30 did it again.
Lo stesso per i VAT 30.
Like, yeah, and check this out. Look at the watt 60. Right up the top.
E guardate un po' questa impennata con i VAT 60.
So the total amount of watts that we made this week really reverted. Love to get it back up in this range here. That would be somewhere in the neighborhood of about 60, 70 watts.
Quindi sarebbe molto bello tornare a un numero complessivo di watt in tutta la settimana attorno ai 60-70 ed è salito però, come avete visto.
So here's a shout out to Giovanni.
Dobbiamo fare i complimenti a Giovanni Buonaiuto,
Got into watt 60,
è diventato watt 60,
and his sponsor is Mattia.
Massari,
Well, and then Emilio,
e anche a Emiliano di Gianfilippo,
watt 60,
anche lui è diventato watt 60,
and Antonio,
e Antonio Luisi è il suo
his
sponsor.
sponsor. Fantastic, guys. Really, really, really proud of you.
Fantastico ragazzi, molto molto orgoglioso di voi sono.
So now moving over to new IGL customers.
Veniamo ai nuovi clienti Italia Gas e Luce.
We had, my God, 30 or 40 people who did 4 or more new customers.
Abbiamo avuto forse 30-40 persone che hanno iscritto 4 o più nuove utenze,
5 who did 6.
5 che hanno ottenuti 6 o più utenze,
And then we had 2 who did 9 new accounts.
2 associati che hanno iscritto 9 utenze ciascuno,
We had 2 who did 7.
2 che ne hanno ottenuti 7,
We had 4 who brought in 8 new IGL customers.
4 che hanno iscritto 8 nuove utenze,
And then Giuseppe,
Fascella,
14 new IGL customers.
14 nuovi clienti Italia Gas e Luce.
Phenomenal, guys. It is music to my ears.
È musica per le mie orecchie.
Okay, now you can see number of active sellers.
Vedete il numero di venditori attivi?
We get this back up here, but good God, this is what matters, is give me that black ink.
Abbiamo ottenuto inchiostro nero ed è questo quello che conta.
Now we're shooting it to get it back up into this range.
E dobbiamo riportarlo su in quella fascia più alta.
And then this is the number of accounts that you got,
Questi sono il numero di utenze che avete ottenuto
and we keep pushing it to get it back up here.
e dobbiamo spingere per portare anche questa statistica lassù in cima.
Because I want to give you lots of money.
Perché voglio darvi un sacco di soldi.
So we had 16 associates who got the 6+ game.
16 associati hanno vinto il gioco delle 6 o più utenze,
They shared in thousands and thousands and thousands of euros.
guadagnando migliaia, migliaia, migliaia di euro.
You know, making a lot of money on the Watt game,
Anche nel gioco del VAT si guadagnano tantissimi soldi
paying a fortune to the guys who do the Spark game.
e pagheremo una fortuna ai vincitori del gioco dello Spark.
Okay, so now, here we go. So here we have now, like a brand new person, Ivan,
Veniamo a una persona nuovissima, Ivan Renato Coluccia.
very first week,
Nella sua primissima settimana
made another $140.
ha guadagnato 140 euro.
You know, Giuseppe,
Cosentino
2 weeks is a Watt, made another 160 euros this week.
è in 5,15 da 2 settimane, è un VAT e guadagna 160 euro.
This is what I love here. Giuseppe has made in just 2 weeks 485 euros.
E in 2 settimane Giuseppe ha già guadagnato 485 euro.
Fantastic, Giuseppe. So proud of you, man.
Fantastico Giuseppe, sono molto orgoglioso di te.
Okay, now we come in here. Marina,
Norina Mangione,
3 weeks in 515
lei è in 5,15 da 3 settimane.
and made 195 euros this week,
Questa settimana ha guadagnato 195 euro.
which is amazing to me because in the 3 weeks, Norina's made 1,225 euros.
E la parte fantastica è che in 3 settimane lei ha già guadagnato 1.225 euro.
So now we come back up here and, we have, Gabriele Natalini,
Veniamo a Gabriele Natalini,
one of our national leaders, made 250 euros, as did Nicola Stella. She made 267.
è uno dei nostri national leader, proprio come Nicole Stella, e guadagnano 249 euro e 267 euro rispettivamente.
So here we have Dario,
Tannoia
1 week, a Watt,
è un VAT da una settimana
okay, and made 325 euros,
e guadagna 325 euro.
okay? Luigi Rolla made 330 euros.
Luigi Rolla guadagna 328 euro.
You know, Fud,
Fued Xia
398 euros, 400 euros, unbelievable.
guadagna 398 euro.
And then Luca Garino knocked it out at 583 euros.
E Luca Guarino ha veramente sbaragliato tutti con 583 euro.
Welcome back from vacation, baby.
Bentornati dalle vacanze, ragazzi.
So now listen, Jim and I are flying back to Italy Sunday.
Jim e io ritorneremo in volo dall'America domenica.
Today we're gonna. I'm very, very, very excited about getting back there.
Sono davvero molto emozionato di tornare in Italia.
And the first thing we're gonna do is get ready for the new national event.
La prima cosa che faremo è concentrarci sull'evento nazionale.
It's on the 1st of June in Pisa.
Sarà a Pisa il 1° di giugno.
And you can go to your portal. They have what they call a kickoff race.
E potete andare sul vostro portale dove vedrete la Kickoff Race,
I think it lasts till about 2 more weeks, from all the way to May 31st.
che continuerà e finirà il 31 di maggio.
And this will be on your portal so you can see it.
Potrete trovare tutti i dettagli sul vostro portale.
Basically, it's just another way that Linda wants to put more money in your pocket.
Fondamentalmente si tratta di un altro modo per cui Linda vuole mettere più soldi nelle vostre tasche,
Because she really wants to sell a lot more tickets for the national event.
perché vuole vendere molti più biglietti per l'evento nazionale
And she's going to pay you to do it.
e quindi vi pagherà per
So if you'd
farlo.
like to make an extra 300-400 euros between now and the end of this month,
Avrete quindi l'opportunità di fare 300-400 euro in più fino alla fine del mese.
see the kickoff race on your portal and go for it.
Quindi andate a cliccare sulla Kickoff Race sul vostro portale e andate alla grande.
Now, all across Italy,
Allora, per tutta Italia,
so in Massa, and Luigi's going to be in Massa on the 17th of Maggio.
Luigi Rolla sarà il 17 maggio a Massa,
Okay, Francesco Novelli on 19 Maggio in the Veneto.
Francesco Nuvoli sarà il 19 di maggio in Veneto,
Yeah, Martino Spera on the 21st of Maggio in, how do you say it?
Basilicata.
Ooh, there you go. That's where Martina will be.
Martino spera sarà il 21 maggio in Basilicata
And then he's dropping down to Napoli.
e poi andrà a Napoli.
So Martino and Antonio will be there on the 22nd of May.
Il 22 maggio saranno a Napoli insieme ad Antonio.
And then Martino is going to come over there with Alejandro into Roma
E poi Martino si sposterà a Roma il 23 di maggio insieme ad Aleandro.
on the 23rd of May.
Esatto, il 23 maggio.
And all of these are on your portal.
E tutte queste informazioni sono sul vostro portale.
If I understand this right,
E se capisco questa cosa in maniera giusta,
there's a button you can click on the portal
c'è anche un bottone che potete cliccare sul portale
and say that you want to have an event come to your area.
dicendo che anche voi volete un evento nella vostra area.
So guys, seriously, we really want to come and help you. So tell us, like, look guys, come and help me.
Quindi davvero ragazzi, diteci dove dobbiamo venire per aiutarvi.
So now, so that's pretty much it for now.
Quindi questo è praticamente tutto per questo webinar.
So Gani came into my office a little earlier,
Gani è venuto qua in ufficio la scorsa settimana
and he just asked me question after question after question.
e mi ha fatto un sacco di domande
I had a lot of fun doing it.
e mi sono divertito un mondo.
So basically, I think they're going to break it up into two parts,
Quindi vi faremo vedere questo video in due parti,
and you're going to hear part one tonight.
quindi la parte 1 sarà stasera.
So I hope you enjoy it.
Spero che vi piacerà
Next week, I'll be talking to you straight from Italy.
e la prossima settimana vi parlerò direttamente dall'Italia.
And until then,
E fino ad allora,
you ready?
ready.
5:15 forever, baby!
Allora, dopo il successo dello scorso webinar,
That's right. Ciao a tutti.
ciao ragazzi, quindi siamo qui per rifare un'altra puntata, un'altra edizione di questa intervista, no? Di questo podcast, chiamiamolo. Ok, iniziamo. Prima domanda, qual è la mentalità, Tom, per chi parte da zero e che oggi deve assolutamente avere?
Okay, the one element that I think makes the difference between someone starting off, it's funny. You say, what should someone have starting off? The truth of it is, it's something they need to have always. Even if you're beginning, or you're in the middle, or you're way up here like I am. And it's a hunger. It is a desire. You know, it's funny. I build companies around the world. 515 Global Energy is one of 18. And I'll tell you something, it isn't just where I'm looking for someone who's hungry for something more. I want them to be starving. Like they're lost in the desert, they want that glass of water, they need that glass of water. It is the most key element of everything. Because I'm going to tell you something, man. It's not easy. It is, you know, how many times I get disappointed. I go, whoa, okay, we think we got this. Shit, we don't have it. God damn it, I got to go put it back again. And okay, I think we got this. We think we got this. Oh, shit, no, you don't have this. And it's a constant willingness to keep fighting back. And that willingness comes from your hunger, your starvation that you have to want better things for yourself, better things for your family, your parents, your grandparents, for the world. You want to build a better world. You want to have a better life. And guys, if you don't have that, it has to be, and you can create it. You can start making a list of what you want your life to be like. And I mean, guys, dream big, dream huge, because that is what you're striving for, is what you want from life. Start talking about what you want as a personal individual. What do you want for your family? What kind of group would you like to hang out with? What would you like to do for Italy? You know, could you imagine if you personally had 1,000 people in your downline making over 10,000 euros a month? 1,000 people that you caused to have happen across Italy that are making 10,000 euros a month every month. Do you know what that would do to the people of Italy? What 1,000 people could spread their wings with, and if you have 1,000, they would have, then that grows to 10,000 people making 5,000 a month. You know what that would do? You see how this is? You have to have these desires to help yourself, to help your family, to help people. Okay? And I'll tell you something, man. You have to write these down. You have to explain what it is. Because you'll get hit with all the barriers that keep you from winning. But if you they say, keep your eye on the mountain. Well, there isn't a mountain out there. There's your dreams out there. And you need to have them typed out, put up on the bathroom thing, and you got to look at these things on the mirror every morning. What are your dreams? Why are you getting up and going through the bullshit that we go through to make your dreams come true? Why fight the fight? And if you don't have that, guys, after you get hit a couple times in the jaw, you go, fuck this. I don't want it anymore. It hurts too much. Or they disappoint me too much. Okay? And then so that's the element. You got to have your dreams and well known, and actually make sure that you keep reinforcing them over and over again. There you go.
Wow, grazie Tom.
There you go.
Ce n'è un'altra domanda. C'è un errore ricorrente che hai osservato fare da chi vuole emergere veramente?
The biggest barrier. Okay, let's take a look at this based on this earlier question that I answered. What do you need to have? And you have to have your dreams become so real to you that you can taste them, right? You want them with a passion, all right? So now, what you're going to do, whether it's you, myself, Ghani, anyone else you know, all my companies, everything that I deal with people, okay? And guys, people come in every shape, size, and form. You have people who are hungry, you have people who are starving, and you have people who are just fat and happy, and you have people who are stupid, you have people who are criminal, you have people that are alcoholics, that are druggies. You have, they come in every fashion in the world, you know, and it's a sorting process. You're going through, you go out there in a week, and we have it happen. You recruit 2 sparks, 5 sparks, 10 sparks. They're people. They're not sparks. They're a human being. And you need to work with them just like I'm working with you. But the whole thing here is, I'd have to say, is when they disappoint you, do not stop loving them. Get that? Just because they act mean, they act lazy, they act criminal, they act stupid, they act all these different ways, don't ever stop loving them. Okay, go look, guys. You know, because people can change, right? And now you might need to disconnect from them. You might need them, like if you got 10 sparks and you're working with them, and 3 of them show a spark for life, and they show hunger, and they show a willing to work, and they show a willingness to do the things that we do in 515 Global Energy. And you see them going on. But don't ever let go of the 7 who just kind of peter out. You keep sending them positive communication. Look at because you got the 3 guys, you got this group over here who didn't do anything, but you got this little tiny group of 3 people. You announce their wins to those other 7 who didn't do anything. And you just never get mad at them. You can be disappointed and you can be heartbroken, and I get it, right? I really do. It's sad when someone gives up on their dreams, okay? But don't stop loving them. Don't stop trying. You know, the next week you go on, you get another whatever, you get the next batch of 10 guys. Now you got out of those 3, you maybe get 2 of them to do something. And now you have, 8 that you got to keep sending positive communication to. All this stuff. Like this video, for example, will go to everyone who was ever a 515 representative. Every one of them. thousands. We keep giving them the love. We keep giving them the message. We keep giving them the hope. We never give up on them. Because the hardest part is you can't give up on yourself. The second hardest part, you can't give up on them. Now, it's true, per Eric Worre, in the book Go Pro, he says, you give the time to the people who deserve it, not the people who demand your time. Say that again. You give your time to the people who deserve it, not the ones who demand it. Big lesson there, right? So the ones that are producing, that are trying to do something, they're the ones that get your time, okay? But the ones that didn't, don't ever give up with them. Keep the faith, keep the love. And I'll tell you something, it'll help build a better world all around. And here's the other thing. Yes, they might disappoint you, they might betray you, but don't ever make it a dark spot in your heart, because it'll be really easy, because then you can become negative. That's the key. Don't allow them going down like this to take you with them. Stay up here, look at them going like that, go, that sucks. I wish it wasn't that way for them. But if you start getting mad at them, then they got you. I hope that helps.
Pazzesco, bellissimo. Ok, se domani perdessi tutto il patrimonio, quale parte della tua ricchezza resterebbe intatta?
So if I lost all my money, what riches would remain? It's an interesting way. That's a great question, Gani. You see, money is just a form of energy. And I have lots of it, millions and millions of euros. It goes through my fingers every week, every month, every day. I have lots of energy flowing back and forth. But it's not my wealth. You see, I own that beautiful home in Italy. It's an asset, but it's not my wealth. My wealth is my belief in myself. See, I created this. I did the work. I had the hunger. I still have the hunger. You could take everything away from me. Now, of course, I would be very upset. I would be pissed off. I would be, not happy about it. But I wouldn't be, okay, I'd just go, okay, well, fuck. All right, I guess we got to start over. And I would just start over. Because here's the point, guys. Once in a lifetime, opportunities come every 7 days. See, let me say that again. Once in a lifetime, opportunities. They're everywhere, guys. They're everywhere. So what to do, how to go about doing it, there's no limit of how you can succeed in life. You found 515 Global Energy. You found us. We have the ability instantly, the first 1 or 2 weeks to put hundreds of euros in your pocket. Within the first couple of months, thousands of euros into your pocket. Within the first few years, tens of thousands of euros in your pocket every month. You found the gold mine, right? Now, you just need to keep working at it. So for myself, my richness is my education, my friends, my family, and most importantly, my belief in myself. See, only I can let me down. Gani can't let me down. He could do stuff that would make me disappointed. He could possibly make me sad because I love this man. If something didn't happen between us, I'd be very, very sad. But it wouldn't stop me. Okay, because I've had it happen before, right? So I just always know the person who put my life here, which is me, can actually always put it there again. So I would never have to worry. And guys, whatever you have going on in your life now, you created it. You can say, yeah, but I'm married to this person, or I have these parents, or I have this boss, or I have this, and da-da-da-da-da. You could say this here, a slave can only be a slave if he decides to be a slave. So you can only be a slave to your life if you agree to follow that path. And you have the power to change your mind. You have the power inside you to be anything that you want. The tools and how to go get whatever you want are there. Hell, we're here to give them to you. We give them to you for free. All these things that you need to better your life are there for you. You just have to get that inertia. You have to get that push, that first push, and then the next push. I'll give you an example. I just recently went through a medical thing, and I was going to the gym every morning, 6 days a week. I was loving it. I could start to see my body change. I had to go take a 4-week break. Now I have to find the inertia to get this fat ass out of bed in the morning and go put it in the gym downstairs and do all the things that you got to go do. It just takes that first push, that push. And then I show up, I start having some wins, I show up again, and next thing you know, it becomes normal. So my whole life of building success, of finding these opportunities, really truthfully, like the opportunities in life is finding people like Ghani and then playing games with them, right? Those are what the opportunities are. Whatever we sell, whatever product we sell, it's irrelevant. It should just find other people that have a belief in themselves that no matter what could happen, they're always going to be there in the fight. And you surround yourself with people like that, my God, and you're one of them, nobody can take it away from you. You could have dips, but they can't take it away from you.
Wow, la risposta che volevo sentire personalmente. Ok, in che modo il tuo modo di comunicare è cambiato negli anni e quanto è importante per te la comunicazione?
Communication. My God. First of all, this is just a fact. Humans, we as humans aren't normally brave, okay? We're not. There's a lot of things that we can be afraid of. We could be shy. We could be introverted, like talking in front of large groups of people, talking to small groups of people, coming out of our shell, so to speak. Really, it all comes around the area of communication. Now, I can tell you something. There are courses that you can do on the subject of communication, and they're phenomenal. You can do them all over Italy. That's for a different subject matter here, but you can always write to find out where, and I'll show you where. But there's knowledge about the subject of communication that you can learn and start to apply. Now, what I come to learn on this subject is, remember I said man is not normally brave. He isn't, right? Not everybody's willing to get in a ring like Ghani and put on boxing gloves and go try to kick the shit out of other people while he's getting the shit kicked out of him. It's not normal, right? That's above normal. That's a fighter. And not most of us are like that. And so if we have something to communicate to another person, generally we're afraid to have that communication. It's the truth, okay? And I would bet you if you had a private conversation with Ghani, even though he's willing to step in the ring and have martial arts with another person, when he has something in his heart that he wants to talk about, sometimes it's not easy and you could be afraid to go do this. But that fear is false. There's nothing to be afraid of. And I'll tell you, that's probably, that lesson that I've learned is probably the number one greatest lesson around the area of communication that I had. In my American company here, American Power and Gas, your president, my best friend, Jim, is my business partner there. And I'll tell you something, there's times where he and I, just like husbands and wives and kids and parents and friends, you can have disagreements, right? And they can make you mad. And you're like, and there's been times where Jim has done stuff, and I'm mad, like, and I have to go say something about it. But I was afraid. I actually was fearful, and I was like, are you like, and I would hate myself for being afraid. Finally, it would take anywhere from a few days to a few weeks to get enough cojones to go talk about this, to get enough nerve, enough courage, or whatever the hell you want to talk about. And every time, and guys, no exception, every time I went, okay, fine, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this. I go in there and say, hey, Jim, I want to talk to you about blah, blah, blah. And every time he goes, you know, I am so glad you brought that up because I had my attention stuck on it and I wanted to say something to you about it. And I'm sitting there like going, I'm thinking to myself, you big pussy. I don't know if that'll translate into Italian, but I'll tell you something, you big scaredy cat, you big, I was so disappointed in me. I had all this fear of nothing. Of nothing. There was nothing there. And it was stuck in, and because we're such good friends, that if we get one of these, it's in his world too. Not just mine, it's in his world. Because he knew it happened, I knew it happened, and it bothered both of us. So when I finally got the courage to go in there and say, hey, we need to talk about this, he was more than happy to talk about it. And I'll tell you something, guys, if you've got people who aren't willing to talk to you, if you go in there to confront them, and have a conversation with them, and they're just completely unwilling to do so, you're going to have to make a decision. Is that the type of people you want to have around your life? Because remember, man, it's like life is very short. It goes by so fast. And the quality of your life will be dependent upon the quality of people that you surround yourself with. And the quality of those people could be best described as the ability to have good communication with them. You can feel it. That's probably why some people are your best friends, because you could tell them anything and they will not invalidate it. They won't evaluate it. They won't make you wrong for it. They might say, okay, dude, you're just being stupid. Just go, deal with it. But they're not being mean about it. You could tell them anything in your heart that is going on, and they're a terminal for you. That's a friend. That's a true friend. So now, as you start building all these associates, these other people, you'll start to see that you'll be able to gauge other people by that. But don't ever lose your power to go up and talk to people and say what you need to be spoken, because it is the way out. All problems, every problem you've ever had in the world will only get resolved by good communication about that subject. And sometimes it's not fun, but it's the way through.
Wow. Quanto valore. Grazie mille, Tom. Ci aspetta tanto lavoro, ok? E una forte espansione. Ok?
Perfect.
Ok ragazzi, vi abbiamo portato la seconda intervista, quindi con tanto valore come avete visto, quindi grazie al nostro fondatore, CEO Tom Cummins. Qualsiasi domanda voi avete, scrivetela qui, se volete vedere un'altra intervista, scrivete le domande, perché è importante, e soprattutto condividete questo valore gratuito, ok?